Wonderful.
Hi, y'all.
Hi.
Hi,
How are y'all doing today?
doing
Great.
pretty good. Yeah.
Good, good. I have to say, Deliver Us is stunning. It is a beautiful film.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Really appreciate
Um, so how did the film come to be?
So it probably started with an idea that my dad had. We were at a brewery together, and he pitched me an idea he had for a movie about a pregnant nun, his identical twins. One's the Messiah and the other is the Antichrist. And I immediately started writing it. I got my brother involved. I got a draft and I brought it to Cru, and then I think we workshopped it. We were probably shooting it within 8 months from that point. Yeah.
Wow, so it's a family affair.
It is definitely.
Well, that's awesome. There are, like I said, it's a beautiful film. There are a lot of scenes with that are muted colors with this bright pop of red.
I was just thinking about how nice that your background pops. I was like,
Thank you.
so yeah, that's Isaac. We have to give it to him. He was just so particular about the color, you know.
Is there any significance to it, or is it just for a, you know, beauty angle?
I He
Good.
puts a lot of thought into it, the meaning of it. So how would you answer that, Crew?
Well,
Besides,
so like in pre-production when we were going through like color palettes and like looking at the what we were going to be dealing with the changing landscape, and then it's like what colors mean what. The red, which was supposed to, well, if I tell you what the red means in the movie, it kind of gives away the like the ending, but it's significant as relative to the children and how they affect our characters. And so we wanted to do a lot of color play in this movie, but because of like basically like financial restrictions, especially like our art department was so overwhelmed and she was so incredible that we didn't get to do all the things we wanted to do. But red was something easily that we could do because we dealt with it in so many different like parts of the film, as far as like the priest wardrobe, and then the the blood. So it came up over and over again, and so we wanted to incorporate that into like into the theme of the film. And the fact that you bring it up, you're the first person to bring it up, so that's a testament to Isaac. But that's really exciting, so thank you for that acknowledgement.
yeah.
And there's one particular scene that just kind of floored me. I mean, it's just it's perfect. That's when the nun is going down into the water.
Oh yeah.
It's an amazing, amazing shot. What kind of where was that born out of? That idea for that cross that just just stands out.
So it's actually in the Russian Eastern Orthodox Church. It's how a lot of them go get baptized. And so they will cut into the ice and they will go out there and they'll perform the baptism in the water. And story purposes, it was basically Father Fox being baptized, and moved into this journey that now he's going to be serving God in this purpose, that we thought it thematically worked. And then also just actually shooting in it, like that was real ice and real water we went into, added another level of just like uh
Horror.
visceral. Yeah. The most dangerous scene in the movie for sure.
Yeah.
But
Like that's
it
22 inches of ice, and it was like I think negative 16 degrees. And our Vera stunt double, Leroy, what was her name?
Steffi.
Steffi. She was like it was nothing. Walked right in there to do that scene, and then like that happened, and then Leroy had to run in there. And so when Leroy ran in there, he took it a step further, and like the Estonians will not go above the neck. That's like they don't do that in the ice water, and Leroy goes all the way under, and which was pretty dangerous, but it made for the moment. It worked
yeah,
out.
it definitely made for a gorgeous, gorgeous scene. Um, now this film, the subject is a little bit different than most of the religious supernatural horror movies we get. It's very unique compared to most.
Thank
You
you.
know, with the idea of it being, the Antichrist and his brother. Was there a challenge when it came to the religious aspects of creating the movie with that?
Yeah, I think it helps since I'm Catholic, Cru's Christian, and Isaac's Jewish, and we're all religious people. We all believe in God, and we all have different faiths. So us coming together to then explore themes that were common to all of us definitely helped.
Good.
Yeah.
How difficult was it for you to write, direct, and star in the film? Because there's some intense, action-packed scenes in here.
Well, that's having a co-director made it, the writing then helps inform the directing, and so you can kind of synergize it. And especially if you let go of, as a writer, if you're not like too particular, the best thing you can do is you can write too much dialogue, and then it can get cut out, and like, okay, how do we communicate these images like through either Cru or Isaac, or these words into images so you don't have to have all that. And then when I'm just too exhausted as an actor, leaning just more on Cru, and then he takes over even more. So yeah.
And when was this film made? Because the locations were very, very impressive.
Mm. We shot entirely in Estonia. So that was so good. That was so good. We shot in Estonia. We knew a producer there from a movie we have in post right now that me and Leroy have been shooting over 12 years, that Leroy wrote and directed, called Devil's Fruit, and she's really risen, and we contacted her when we got the script about shooting in Eastern Europe or Estonia, and turned out Estonia was perfect, and then she connected us with incredible artists. So that's how we ended up there.
Like I said, the locations were, everything about this movie is beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm very impressed.
Oh, so cool.
But there's so many aspects of loss and hope and danger and panic with the two kids that could either save the world or destroy it.
Yeah.
How did you go about handling that?
I think that was probably the theme that we wanted to explore. There's this Catholic nun. She's this mystic writer, Julian of Norwich, and something that she's recognized as a saint in the Anglican Church, but then she's just really celebrated in Catholic. And she had written stuff about that, like in the fullness of time, even the devil himself would be redeemed, and the whole world would like heal. And that's something that we're interested in with this film, of like the theme of forgiveness and redemption. That without giving stuff away, some character commits the most horrible acts in his complete blindness until he like sees the fullness of what he's done, and then being able to be forgiven because he serves like a different purpose. And so what we're interested in is like, okay, and we want to explore in the further films whether or not this evil baby could be turned good, perhaps.
So we're gonna get sequel.
That's what we're hoping. It depends how well this film does. We definitely want to tell a few more stories,
Gotta get people to show up.
30. Yeah.
Do what?
People
Oh, we
show
want
up.
to see it.
Oh,
sorry. The lag. I have her pin.
If people show up, then we will that's something that we really want to try to do, is expand on the universe that's been built, and keep
I don't think you're gonna have a problem. So
Oh, good.
I
Wow.
love that. That's exciting.
it's like I said, I'm impressed, and I can't wait to see what you do next. See, a sequel would be very interesting because there's so many ways it could go.
Yeah.
So I hope we can keep us posted, and I can't wait till our readers see it, because it's, like I said, it impressed me, which is not that easy to do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kelly.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. And Thank you for taking time to talk with me, and y'all have a good day.
You
You
too.
too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.